So we have Kodak Black. Kodak Black is now in federal custody once again. After being released in 2020 by 45, he was excused by 45, facing heavy, serious firearm charges and also attempted murders. He came back out and crashed out all over again, got addicted to the fentanyl, the methadone, and the cocaine, and also meth, crystal meth as well. Kodak Black is what you call a garbage head. A garbage head will put any kind of poison in their brain to function. We see him nodding off in his lives, nodding off at the steering wheel, nodding off in interviews that he's doing with his other fellow colleagues of the rap industry. And they are not pushing this man to go into a drug rehab. So recently, his way out at this time to get out of jail time is to get a drug rehab, which I've already been suggesting and requesting that he go see a 12-step program to go get clean. Find out where the demons are and go find them at the cemetery, or go look in that closet and get those skeletons out the closet. But now he's in federal custody, about to do some more time. See, the thing about these type of looking narcs, they feel like doing time in prison is all they need in order for them to get the healing that they need. Their healing is going to jail, going to get clean, staying in prison, and to continue to be in a toxic sociopathic state of mind. See, it's one thing to go to prison, do the time, but the whole time is that the mental is not being healed. They're not getting the work. Even if they go in there and get a psych evaluation, they get a chance to hide it from the public. They get a chance to hide it from their family. They get a chance to hide it from their partners. See, one thing I understand about Kodak Black, I see Kodak Black in all of my siblings and my brothers. They had a drug abuse issues, just like dealing with the generational curse of the family. Hiding the fact that they are not able to deal or cope without using a particular drug. These are the men that you walk past every day that want intimate partners. These are the people that are in your family that does not want help. They feel like they above the law. They above getting help. They're above getting any drug abuse help. They're above getting anger management. They're above getting issues with their alcohol. They are above getting any type of mental health evaluations. See, these are the ones that say that they don't need help. You need help for telling them they need help. Okay, they don't want to do the work, so they become destructive people in society, and they destroy themselves, and they destroy their loved ones, they destroy their children, they destroy the mind of what of their purpose truly is to be on earth. They don't have basic instructions before leaving earth. They are willing to live like that and also perish like that and leave earth living in darkness. And they try to pull other people in to draw them in to live in darkness with them. They don't see any type of errors in their ways. So they go around destroying their lives. And then when they finally get caught in custody, the handcuffs are tight and the cell is 2x4. So now they have to detox and get clean. And they still have not dealt with their issues. Okay? Even when they are going to the drug rehab, they're only doing it because it's mandated by courts. The judges is mandating them for them to get clean, to see some type of help and get some type of drug treatment to be sober. Even then, they only fulfilling this type of program just so they can be a free man and turn around and come out and be the same toxic person they was all along and relapse all over again and continue to relapse and relapse and relapse. And sometimes it leads them to go to the morgue, and then they're at the cemetery dying from a disease of drug abuse. Okay? So Kodak Black is now pleading to be in a 12-step program so he doesn't have to be in jail, back in prison again, dealing with the cell by 2x4, or going back into a box, dealing with their demons away from the population, away from society, and they are a harm to society. These are the people that think there's nothing wrong with them. They are healed. They are walking around psychopaths, dealing with trauma, daddy issues. I had a father that was just like Kodak Black, okay? I lived with torture of a dysfunctional family, dealing with a father that programmed his sons to be just like him, dealing with abuse, programmed them to be, menace to society, programmed them to be enraged, violent, abusive partners, abusive siblings, and toxic individuals and returning to penitentiaries where they had to be disciplined under the spotlight, going into these penitentiaries, getting these evaluations done and not revealing who they truly are to their partners, picking up narcissistic partners and unleashing abusive toxic traits to siblings of people like me, trying to abuse and end a life of mine because they don't like my light. They wanted to possess my light. Kodak Black is not too far from family members of people, relatives I've seen in my own family. See, I can identify with him because I know that trait. I see it in him. I know he was programmed by a father to be just like that, a drug addict, programmed them to think abuse, rage, and violence was normal. Kodak Black is in custody now trying to fight for his life because he doesn't want to do the time. He was supposed to be doing 10 plus years, but 45 pardoned him and got him out of it, even though the charges that he was facing was going to land him at least 15 years in jail. But do we think that a drug program is going to save him, or will doing time in jail is going to save him? Because he still has toxic traits, going around with firearms that don't belong in his hands, and also harming other people, individuals, children who are innocent, being, subject to him unleashing pistols and unleashing fire on innocent other children that he was being charged with. He got away from that. Under the 45 administration, he was able to be pardoned by him. So he did give his honorable thanks to 45 when he came out. But he crashed out again and decided to relapse. And relapsing, I mean taking deadly poison things of meth, cocaine, fentanyl, things that is taking people out of here every day in America. Okay, the fentanyl crisis is very dangerous. It's not only dangerous, but they also be triggered by the marijuana. The marijuana is no longer a good high. It's not a safe high for them. And truthfully, marijuana is not a safe high, even if it is legal. Okay, because it causes severe depression, PTSD. Not only that, they hide their toxic issues by dealing with marijuana. Even the odor is a malevolent entity. You can smell it. You can smell that it picks up and it programs them to have a murdering spirit. Even after being sober, they're still sociopaths, psychopaths, dealing with PTSD, narcopaths, dealing with violence and anger. And that's all they know how to do is be destructive, harming other people around them because of the fact that they cannot deal with those demons. They don't want to fight in those demons in that hell by themselves. They have to bring other people with them. They have to draw empaths into their third dimension, because without darkness, they can't survive without your light. They have to have someone to be able to control and program. So Kodak Black is in custody, and a lot of people have to understand 2024 will be the justice of a lot of people. Some people will have to be forced to drug programs. Some people will have to be forced to live under a spotlight to find out what is the true trigger of that problem. They have to be evaluated. And this is how I stay out of relationships now. I understand that the relationships is the target, and the target for me to be in the aggression for somebody else's problems and their trauma. So my thing is, I'm not here to be in relationships with you because I already know you haven't done any psych evaluations. I know you're not doing therapy. I know you're not doing the work. A lot of women are choosing to leave relationships and not even be in relationships with people that's not getting therapy and that's not getting the work. I don't care how well you're on your best behavior. You are not doing the work, so you will continue to destroy everyone around you. Everything that you touch will turn into shit, and that's how it is. Kodak Black has a lot of opportunities that other people can't get, and he is destroying himself. He'd rather take the drugs in order for him to cope instead of getting clean, and realizing this opportunity does not come around every day. He has the ability and the chance to get other chances that other people don't get. He has the opportunity to do all this, to change his life in a 360 turn, but he chooses to continue to use and abuse drugs. And I see that a lot, and because it happened to my family, and it's still going on with them now. But for 2024, we will get the judges that we serve and understand that we will not tolerate the abuse. Keep coming back, more to be revealed.